You are lying in bed. It is 2 in the morning. The room is dark. You are exhausted. And then, completely out of nowhere, your brain decides it is the perfect time to remind you about something you said at a birthday party in 2009. You remember exactly how it felt. The silence after the joke that didn't land. The way someone looked at you. The heat that rushed to your face. It lasted maybe 6 seconds in real life. But tonight, your brain plays it back in full 4K resolution, with surround sound and slow-motion replay as if it just happened an hour ago. So here is the question nobody asks out loud. Why does your brain do this to you? Why can't it forget a 6-second moment from 15 years ago, but it can't remember where you put your keys this morning? The answer is not random. It is not a flaw. And it is not because something is wrong with you. What your brain is doing has a name, a precise biological mechanism, and once you understand it, it changes everything about how you experience embarrassment for the rest of your life. Stay with me, because what I'm about to explain will feel like someone finally turned on a light in a room you've been sitting in the dark for years. If you've ever been ambushed by a cringe memory at 2 a.m., hit subscribe. This channel exists for exactly this kind of mind. Act 1. The mechanism. Let's start with what is actually happening inside your skull when embarrassment strikes. Deep in your brain sits a small almond-shaped structure called the amygdala. Think of it as your brain's surveillance camera running 24 hours a day, scanning everything for threats, physical threats, social threats, any situation where you might get hurt. Here is what most people don't realize. To your brain, social pain and physical pain use the exact same neural pathways. A 2003 study published in Science by Naomi Eisenberger found that being rejected, humiliated, or embarrassed activates the same regions of the brain as physical injury. Your brain does not distinguish between breaking your arm and breaking your dignity in front of a crowd. Both register as danger. Remember this. Survive next time. So when you said the wrong thing, laughed too loudly, tripped in front of everyone, or sent a message to the wrong person, your amygdala flagged it as a threat event. And your brain did exactly what it was designed. It locked the memory with emotional intensity so that you would never repeat the mistake. This process is called emotional memory consolidation. Neuroscientists have discovered that memories attached to strong emotion, especially negative emotion, are encoded more deeply than neutral ones. The hormone cortisol, which floods your system during embarrassment, essentially acts like a highlighter on that. It signals to the hippocampus, this one matters. Store it carefully. Keep it accessible. Your brain is not torturing you. It is protecting you. It just has absolutely no sense of proportion. Act 2. The social survival theory. To understand why your brain treats a cringe moment like a near-death experience, we need to go back about 100,000 years. For almost all of human history, your survival was not just physical. It was social. Being excluded from the tribe did not just hurt your feelings. It meant no food, no shelter, no protection from predators. Social rejection in the ancestral environment was functionally identical to a death sentence. This is why evolutionary psychologists believe embarrassment exists at all. It is not a useless emotion. It is a rapid self-correction signal. When you violated a social norm and you felt that rush of heat and shame, your brain was doing something sophisticated. It was forcing you to care deeply about how others perceived you, because in a tribal world, your reputation was your survival. The problem is this: your brain's threat detection software was built for a world that no longer exists. The amygdala that kept your ancestor alive by making them obsessively replay a social mistake around a campfire is the same amygdala running in your skull right now, in 2025. in a world where the stakes of most embarrassing moments are essentially zero. You are running ancient survival software on a modern problem. The person who laughed at your joke in 2009 has almost certainly forgotten it, but your amygdala does not know that. To it, the threat is still unresolved. The tribe has not yet issued a verdict, so it keeps pulling the file back up. Keep reviewing, stay alert, protect yourself. This is why the memories feel so vivid and so present, even years later. Your brain is not reminiscing. It is still trying to solve a problem that, from a survival perspective, never got resolved. If this is making something click that you've never been able to explain before, share this video with someone who needs to hear it. You already know exactly who that person is. Act 3. The Spotlight Effect. Here is where it gets even more interesting and, honestly, a little humbling. There is a well-documented psychological phenomenon called the spotlight effect, first studied by Thomas Gilovich at Cornell University. The research is simple and devastating. We dramatically overestimate how much other people notice and remember our mistakes. In one experiment, participants were asked to wear a t-shirt with a large embarrassing image on it and then enter a room full of people. Afterward, participants estimated that roughly 50% of people in the room had noticed the shirt. The actual number was around 25%. We think we are standing under a spotlight. In reality, everyone else is the star of their own show. They are too busy worrying about how they look to pay much attention to how we look. But here is the cruel irony. Even knowing this fact does not make the cringe memories stop. And that tells us something important. The problem is not a misunderstanding of reality. The problem is deeper than logic. It is biological. It is structural. It is baked into the architecture of your brain. That 2am memory replay is not a failure of rational thinking. It is the amygdala overriding rational thinking, which is something it is specifically designed to do in moments it categorizes as threatening. You cannot think your way out of it. Not directly. Not by just telling yourself, nobody cares. Because the part of your brain holding on to the memory is not the part that listens to logic. Act 4. The Reframe. So what do you actually do with this? The first shift is understanding that the memory's vividness is not a measure of its importance. Your brain's filing system is organized by emotional intensity, not by actual significance. The most emotionally charged memories are always the most accessible, but emotional charge and real-world meaning are two completely different things. A memory can feel enormous and mean almost nothing. These are not the same thing, and your brain has conflated them your entire life. The third shift is the one that takes the most courage. Embarrassment, at its core, is the gap between who we wish we appeared to be and who we revealed ourselves to be in that moment. The people who suffer most from cringe memories are often people with the highest standards for themselves. People who care deeply. People who think carefully about how they show up in the world. You are not broken for remembering. You are not weak for cringing. You are not strange for replaying a moment from 15 years ago as if it happened this morning. You are a human being with an ancient brain doing exactly what it was built to do, trying to keep you safe in a world it was never designed for. The brain that won't let you forget your embarrassing moments is the same brain that kept your ancestors alive for 100,000 years. It is overprotective, disproportionate, and sometimes genuinely exhausting. But it is also the same brain capable of the self-awareness to understand itself. And that understanding is where something changes, not because the memories disappear, but because you stop being afraid of them. You stop fighting your own mind. And you start watching it with a little more curiosity and a little less shame. Subscribe so you never miss what's coming next. I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment the memory that just came to mind reading this. We've all got one. And subscribe. New psychology breakdowns every week.